Hi guys, Yacca here. So I promised to share with you what I think will be a good deck just towards the start of the new expansion, and probably also a few days into the new one. I do not recommend that you craft cards that you're missing for this deck, but if you do have the majority of the cards, maybe there's a few substitutes that you have to consider. But in general, this deck, and I'll leave a deck code in the description of the video, this deck will definitely get you some wins. As you can see in the picture, it's actually doing quite well. The sample size is somewhat small. I'm in my 20s. I think it's 24 matches in from what you see. This is just a picture from, I was playing on another computer for this one, but this is the deck tracker from that one. And the deck feels really powerful, and there's no real bad matchups. I think what you're suffering the most against is the Tempo Demon Hunter, and since it's been nerfed several times, you're not seeing it all that much, and that's also what has been holding Warlock back for this expansion the most, is the Tempo Demon Hunter. And Tempo Demon Hunter has been great throughout the entire expansion, and therefore it's only now just seeing its time to shine. This deck is not one of my own creation. This is one of the highest performing decks in Top 1000 Legend. So I just tried that out and took it for a spin, and it seems to be working quite fine. And I would just say that you should try it out. I'll see if I can do a little bit more gameplay video, but I do have a game for you guys so you can see some of the main thoughts behind the deck. And I think that's it. We'll jump into some gameplay, and let me know if you want to see more, or else I'll start experimenting with some of the new cards as they hit very shortly from now. Okay, against the Druid, it could probably be Spell Druid. I really want to look for Hand of Gul'dan early on. Sometimes, also when you're on the coin, you can look for Imprisoned Scrap Imp. But if it is Spell Druid, you're usually fast enough that you can finish him off before he gets to his power turns. But I'd really like a Hand of Gul'dan here. Alright. Big Druid. I'll pass this turn. That's no good play. Beaming Psychic is not going to do enough. Expired Merchant is just going to discard the Nightshade. Biggin. Can I see if I'm fast enough? So far, we will throw out this one. The Dark Glare has been really good. It should be too early for him to deal with. And I can tap for free. See if I get anything good. Alright, I'll just drop stuff on the board. This is good. I'll save that. Game plan now is just try and rush him down before he gets his taunts up. Okay. Hand of Gul'dan, there we go. I can do a tap for free. Now I'll do this. That's good to get out there. And then Taunt's gonna hit. But I can choose to drop the Nightshade. Oh, that's so good. Let's do some value trades here. Get this one in. Let's see what it hits. Actually, I wanted to kill that one off. I'll kill it off. I'll go to 4. Seems like I'm able to rush him down. But now the taunts are gonna hit, and he's gonna draw out a minion, right? Yeah. He's got rush. That's not the worst one. Isn't that just lethal? 7, almost. Almost. First I'll do this for free. Then we can do what? We'll do this. I might draw into the soul fires, and then that's lethal, isn't it? 8, it's 5. I'll just make a sturdy board. Even if he drops a taunt, there's a good indication that I should be able to push through. That's not gonna do anything. That's just lethal. Woo! Alright guys, this is an example of how powerful the Zoolock is, and even though this specific build is not going to be probably the best one, just at the very beginning of the new meta after the expansion hits, it's probably still going to be good for a couple of days, and a build like this complemented with some of the new cards is probably going to be very strong in the beginning. That's kind of the main approach that's always been there from the past expansions when they hit. In the beginning, Zoolock is pretty good until some of the control decks are a little bit more refined. But give it a spin if you like, but try not to do any investments in cards, because things will shift up, and some of the stuff that's good in this deck might not be good as the new expansion hits. So, but if you do have the cards, I really recommend this. It's worth trying out, and thanks for watching, guys.